Hello gorgeous, I'm Danielle Rosario and I paint pictures. Today is an artist vlog video. We are going to just visit and talk. I want to share with you what's been going on with me, with my artistic life this new year, and just visit and share with you what it's been like trying to paint in this new year. It's been a challenge. Because we have a lot of family things going on, some relatives with serious health challenges, raising children and doing homeschooling. We have our daughter that has significant autism, so there's a lot going on in our household. But I think it's important to take time to do self-care and art. If you're an artistic person, a creative person, we need that artistic expression. We need that. It's very important. And I think even in times that our, life happens and stuff, it's even more important, I think. Back in history, some of the most beautiful creations human beings have made have come out of really challenging times. I think of the Gothic cathedrals as an extreme example in the Middle Ages. So anyway, I have been painting from our trip to Legg Lake, and if you could see my last video, and I painted my daughter next to this beautiful expanse of the lake. There was so much to see there. I could paint for a long time using references that I gathered that day. One of them is these birds, these American coots, and they're not actually ducks. If you look close, you could see they look different than ducks. Their feet are not completely webbed all the way. They have these green feet with lacing of webbing around them, but they're not completely webbed, so that's how you could tell they're different from ducks. And so this is the painting that I've made of them. I zoomed in on 5 coots, and the challenge for me here was the water. I had a lot of practice painting water, but the water was really fun to do. At first I was like not sure if it was going to turn out at all, and I was painting what I saw and trying to figure out how to layer the paint. And then I figured out how to put this green and then zoom out a little bit. I caught a glimpse of the reference photo in the camera, and I saw the bigger picture, the bigger parts of blue. So I did my layering of values, dark, midtones, lights, to create these bigger shapes. And then all of a sudden the water came together and it looked like water, and I had one of those moments that it just makes you so happy. I got it. I learned how to paint something new. And so this is kind of like a study of water, and I didn't want to focus too much on the portraits per se of the coots. I wanted to portray the just like the shadows and the light and the movement of the whole picture and the coots in their environment. So because my life is pretty tumultuous, I decided let's go with a tumultuous painting style also. So if you look really closely, you can see there's a lot of very wide brush strokes, and you can't always tell one coot from the next. I mean, that's how it is in real life, but you could see the play of the light and the shadows, so it has a lot of movement. So I was really thinking hard about this one, what I really wanted to express in it and how I wanted it to look visually. So there's just 2 things in this picture though. There's the coots and the water. So there's a lot of movement, but simple subject matter. So I think that works well with a painting when it's about one thing. It's about coots in water. So that is, I think, it was a really challenging picture to do, but also a fun study, a study looking visually and really getting immersed in the environment, the event of the coots coming up to us and swimming all around, making these funny sounds. So I think that it's a real blessing to be able to make something like this during a time when there's so much going on, and to focus in on creating something beautiful. So what are you doing in this new year? How's it started out for you? How is it going? Are you painting anything, or you creating other things? I started crocheting as well as painting, but of course, like, painting is my main thing. So painting and making music. Actually, if you've noticed, like, I switch gears a lot. I'm always creating something. My husband says there's always projects going on, and that is very true. I always have some projects going on, weaving it into the family life, and I think that's just a really important thing to do for certain people, to be creating. So creating beautiful things. So I hope that you enjoy this little video and send me some comments. I love interacting with you. This YouTube is one of my main ways to socialize in the midst of all this. So leave me a comment if you haven't yet, like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see me painting. So I like to paint things from nature mainly, sometimes ordinary objects in the kitchen, but mostly from nature, like this one. So I hope you're having a beautiful day, and God bless you. Stay creative, my friend.